folks, Behemoth back on, what is this, Isla Tacano in Jurassic World Evolution? Yeah, Isla Tacano, or however the hell you pronounce that. Got myself about $2 million saved up, so that should give me the cash I need to start expanding the park again. I'm going to try and get more of these operation structures up and running. These two are kind of built in. I need one for the other. They're useless without each other. I suppose a research center would work. I don't know what fancy new stuff I can research on this island, so we'll get that dropped in up here where there's a nice little opening. Yeah, that'll work. Standard path. Just need to find the front entrance. There we are. And there. Alright, so that'll be the research station up and running for too long. Leaves me 1.6, so I can definitely get some other stuff working. I got a ranger station. Had to get that out first thing as a couple of my dinos got sick while I was saving up money. So I had to buy this as an emergency and get it plopped down just so my freaking limited amount of money I'm making didn't disappear. Science reputation, that's new. Alright. Well, ACU Center is a standalone, but I definitely do need it as well. Most of this area is going to be, though, I'm going to be putting those shops back, so I'm going to need a nice open location for the ACU Center. Right here will work. Right here, next to the big old thing of doom. Yeah, that's a perfect place right there. I can still put a, I was going to put an enclosure back here behind it, but there's still enough room there that I can do that. This would be a fairly good enclosure, if need be. Alright, now that I got that research station up, let's see what new research I have available on this island. Should be a hearty collection of assorted shenanigans. Buildings, first off. Got a bowling alley. Woo! Bowling alley, everybody's favorite. Alright, let's take a look. Research. Upgrades. Creation lab, I can get the research speed maxed out. What I'd really like to get is the success rate, but that's just not an option right now. Power upgrades, maintenance, or outage protection, and down here at Research Team Charlie, I can get a secondary team. 750k. Now I'm definitely going to hold off on that for now. Medical treatment, avian influenza, bird flu, E. coli, and mycotoxins. I'm going to need all three of these, and they're not that expensive, so we'll get the mycotoxins up first just to be safe. Should have the ACU online now. What the hell are you doing? Alright, there we go. Alright, so I got ACU up, I've got a ranger station and a research bay up and running. Shoot out a couple little dinos. See if I can't get some more money coming in. As far as... what are we looking at? Rating is 65, 31, 41, 12, 51, 27, 45, 51. Chun King or Ankleo would be my bet, but I think Ankleos are picky. I think I'd have to put them in a much larger pin. So we'll get a couple Chun Kingos over here. I get 2 of these guys, that should help. And while I'm at it, I have, 2 success rates there, so that's a plus 40 to my success rate. So even a heavily modified creature, these should guarantee that they're successfully hatched. I don't think I have anything that's significantly below a 60% hatch rate, even heavily modified. Alright, so with those 2 coming out, that takes me back down to 186k, which isn't a whole hell of a lot to work with. But that got me that next research up and running. Suppose I could do this thing. Find out how much they want to give me for that. Assuming I can find it. No missions currently available. Contracts, there we go. 100,000 for building a storm defense coverage to 60. Well, how much does storm defense cost? 100k each one. Now, I don't think that there are storms on this island, so these things are completely fucking useless other than mission completions. Little annoying, but not a drastic problem. Just gotta find a nice little hole to plug this guy in. Right up root. Shit, that'll do. What is without power? Research station? Why? Probably because my power draw is too high now. Son of all of the assorted bitches. Alright then, so... I do not have the resources to put down another small power station. That's a $500,000 each. So I might be able to just upgrade my currently existing power plant. Improved output 2 gives me 18% chance. Yeah, that's what it's going to have to be. And I can cancel out that prevents. Yeah, that'll do. Because that only gives it a 10%. So if the outage protection for 40 or 60, it only needs the level 1. Save myself some money there. Alright, so that's added juice, and it the one upgrade cancels out the other, so I don't have to worry about a power outage. Oh shit, that was quick. You guys are ready to go. Welcome to the park, you little spiky bastards. I think he's the arid color scheme as well. Very, very pretty. Let's get you and the other one out. Good shape. I don't know how good shape it is, but it's enough to work with. I just hope these guys aren't that... Yeah, he wants at least one social. That's where his comfort's dropping right now, is he doesn't have a friend. But his friend is stepping out right behind him, so that's not too much of a problem. That social concern should go away pretty much instantly. Yeah, there we go. One more would be preferable, but for right now, it's at least in the green. Struthos are real easy. Population, very population friendly, and they're good in large groups. I think the same can be said about my trike, who is staring at my guests right now like they owe him money. Those are people. People are not edible. Please do not maim them. You'll have to pay them if you eat them. He's got a pretty good population as well. Socially, probably hand another 2, maybe 3 more for their tribe would be max. I'll probably bring one more trike out. That'll push the population up a little close to the red line, but not too critically. And Struthos are just dumber than dog shit, so they don't care. You could stack 45 Struthos on top of each other. I mean, look at that tiny-ass little head. Brain in there, the size of a friggin' walnut, maybe. It's not hard to keep something that stupid happy. Alright, so we'll go with one more.
Hey, just heard of a great opportunity we should get behind.
Oh, shut up, of course. I'm going to build one of those anyways. You might as well pay me for it. Alright, so one more trike, one more Chunkingo. I have the money for the trike. I do not know if I have the money for the Chunkingo right now. Nope, I need 618. So trike it is. Got 45% coverage on the storm defense station. Might have enough to get at least that mission clear. Not strictly necessary, of course, but more money is more money, as the saying goes. If I drop it right here, it'll cover the viewing station and those two structures. Should be able to get it right there without any issue. Excellent. Now the only thing that should be outside it are a couple substations and the power plant itself. But like I said, those are just to get the mission complete. As there are no storms on this island, that's not something I need to worry about. So that'll come up to what? 118 per minute? I can live with that. That's getting me a little bit closer to where I need to be.
Really great job on that contract.
Yeah, it gets me my scientific reputation up a bit and gets that thing cleared. Next, I want the Expedition Center. It's a toss-up of whether I want to get the Expedition Center first or the Chungking out. Probably go with the Chungking, since in order for the Expedition Center to work, I need both it and the Fossil Center. Since they don't really work without one another, those two are very symbiotic. An Expedition Center without a Fossil Center is kind of friggin' pointless. So I don't need to waste the power getting one of those online without the other. So I'll just save up $1 million after the Chunkingo, third Chunkingo, and I'll get both those structures simultaneously. 600, I believe, 618 for the Chunkingo. But now that my financial situation is taken care of, gives me a chance to take a look at the island, see what I'm working with. Nice open space down here. Probably run the road in right down the middle. That'll give me two large enclosures on either side of the road. And if I'm smart, I could, with this road here and two large enclosures, I could put my car nose down here and then almost completely block this path off with this little narrow enclosure here with not vehicles, but buildings, so that if anything breaks out, I know exactly what route it's going to take and I can intercept it before it gets much farther past this point. I might even put a secondary fence through here. If there was some sort of elevated path that would let me do that, that would be better, but actually there is. Yeah. I could put a monorail station right here and run elevated monorail to a second station here. You know what? That might actually work. Monorail station in and then just friggin' fence, 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 so even if anything gets out, it's not going to be able to get out to the people. Have a double or triple barrier right here with a monorail, an emergency shelter so all the people can get into it, and a bunch of viewing stations, like 3 viewing stations on each side, the monorail station, and an emergency shelter, and then 2 rows of heavy-duty fencing. And then just have this whole open space be one big-ass enclosure. 3 viewing centers giving pretty much unlimited, or viewing galleries giving pretty much unlimited coverage throughout this entire area. And then I could have my my big Carnos over here, my little Carnos over here, and maybe down south a small enclosure for a very small pack of raptors. because I don't think they'll get along with anything else. I haven't really tried seeing what carnivorous species actually cooperate with each other, but I don't know if any will. I know raptors and dilos will fight because I had a mission for that, but I don't know about any other creatures. Up here, this is all going to be shopping. This is going to be power plants. But there's enough room over here. I could do another large pen. I don't know what new species I'll unlock, but if I unlock some large-scale herbivores, brachiosaurs maybe, I could turn this into a good pen for them with relative ease. Alright. So that should just about get me enough money to get that last Chunkinosaur out. Double check. I want to make absolutely certain I don't piss them off. Stopping a rampage right now is not something I really feel like doing. How's that herbivore getting? We got 5 left. Go ahead and restock that while I'm thinking about it.
Feeder resupply request received.
And invade that Chunkingo. There we go. Yeah, because like you can see, I think the Chunkingo might be one of my least reliable as far as viability goes. It's only at 44%. So with those two 20% bonuses, it got it up to 84%. I think he might be my worst one off. 77 plus 40, 94 plus 40. Yeah, all my other species look like they can still... Yeah, with that plus 40 from those two success rate boosters I've got attached, everything will come out without issue now. The only thing that could even theoretically fail are the Chunkigos, just because I've mutated their genome up, down, and sideways. But with a rating of 65, it's definitely worth it. And of course it fails with a 10% chance that it had to fail. Fuck all that noise. Alright, well shit. Yeah, it had an 84% chance of 16%. Of course the 16% is what came up. Wonderful. Yeah. So we're looking at another 600k before I can try that again, and another 800k before I can get to 2 buildings. So I've made a little bit of progress here, but I'm back around at a point of waiting on more money to trickle in. So I suppose this is as good a time as any to call this video. Come back to it after I have probably another 2 mil. I can expand the park, get another enclosure down, get those last few operation structures functional, and I'll pick up there. As always, folks, thanks for watching. Keep an eye on the channel, and we'll have that third video for Isla Tacano up before too long.